Hi, my name is Jessica Hernandez, and the first time I sang was when I was 3, and that's pretty much when I figured out I wanted to sing for a living.
Worlds come down, ain't up, drop down, know just what I'd found. Worlds come down, ain't up, drop down, no place left out, so I go around, feeling so brand new, slip outside, praise, give up on you, I go around.
I definitely get my work ethic from my dad. He came with his family from Havana in the 60s, and they came here with nothing, so they opened a bakery there. They also had a bakery in Miami before that, and they just were the hardest workers I've ever met. My grandma's 70 and she works every single day. With music, when I was going to school, it was actually funny because most kids' parents are like telling them, you need to get an education, you need to go to college, and my dad was the opposite. When I went to college, my parents were like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And I told them I was dropping out to do music, and they were like, this is amazing, this is so exciting, we're so proud of you. Okay, cool, this is awesome.
Said that you owned it, said that you need it, said that I got it all.
When I moved back from Chicago, actually, I kind of rediscovered the loft. My parents have had the bakery since I was in 3rd grade, and I never really paid attention to it. It was just like a space that my dad held a bunch of crap in. So I moved back, and then I moved home to play music and to save money and live with my parents. And when I came home, it was kind of like a fun project for me, to stay busy and not think about the fact that I was living at home. I just dropped out of school to do music. Kind of a low point. I took on the loft just as a project to keep my mind occupied. At the same time, I was starting to do different activities in there once I started fixing it up. So I would do free yoga every Saturday and have different friends that were yoga instructors come and give free lessons to people around the neighborhood. And then we started doing Detroit soup there. So we just kept getting all of these reasons to keep working on the space and expanding a little bit. Started doing shows, and that's actually where we did the showcase for Blue Note. I think Detroit inspires me by the relationships that I've built since I have moved home. Everyone in the city's doing really awesome things. When I was living in other cities before, it was more of a toxic lifestyle. You're encouraging each other's vices, make bad decisions, and you're just surrounded by it, so you're like, oh my God, you did that awful thing last night? Me too, that's so funny. I moved home and it was just complete 180 where I went from that to everyone was just so involved with their community and so involved with trying to make Detroit a better place. And everyone actually had this perspective where they were like, no, I am making a difference, I am awesome, and there was just this positive attitude I'd never experienced, and it was cool to come home to that because I wasn't expecting to stay in Detroit. Oh, I don't want to be back home, and then I, rediscovered the city, I guess.
Take away the pictures and lock away the promises and more. If the others want me coming out, I would still be fighting for your time.
We gave Jessica the free rein to come in at night to work on a record, to demo out songs and work on ideas. Rust Belt's a great creative space for artists to come in and hang out and do what they need to do, and it is very rich in tradition. A lot of that comes from Al Sutton, who owns it, he's Kid Rock's engineer.
It always took me forever because I don't play any instrument well. I play a lot of instruments, but none of them well. So it's just all right, time to record drums. Doing a million takes till I got it right, and then bass time, and then it's trying a million things till I it feels right.
Oh, I'm sorry I stole your man. Oh, I'm sorry he loves me most.
Everything's a little bit dirty and it's used and stuff. Everything has character here, and I think that is a very good analogy to Jessica too, is her music is outside the norm and there's a little grime to it, but it's also just makes you feel good.
Everyone that I've been working with have kind of, really, they've all grown on me and they've all become my second family, which is cool. It's fair to say that Detroit's a family-oriented place. Like ICP says, it's all about family.
we love you. You guys rule. Thank you.
Tell us what being Latino means to you. Share your story at pbs.org/LatinoAmericans.